Hey guys, just a personal channel update. This is Kai. How's it going? Alright, so let's talk about what's going on in my life. I know I've been very stressed, and you guys have seen me break down a couple times, and it's awful. And I'm sorry for that. I do apologize. But at the same time, I have sort of like, it's weird. I have like mixed news. I don't have a job offer yet. I'm still dealing with that. I am planning to go up to Baltimore and sort of introduce myself personally to the stores that are nearby. And apparently one of them is run by the guy who used to run the store where I work now. So that might be a lead. We'll see. But hopefully they'll see my hair and how awesome I am. I'm such a cool dude, and they'll give me a job on the spot, which would be fantastic. But they might not. Who knows? Really, it's weird. Yeah, that's me playing with the light. That's I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But I've had some funny stories at work that I wanted to share. So, as you guys know, I have a rainbow mohawk, and I was at work yesterday, and this woman came up to me and she says, "Hi," I can't do the accent, so I'm sorry, but "Hi, I'm from Minnesota. I just wanted to tell you that today we now allow gay marriage." And I was like, this expression, like, okay, thanks for sharing. Like, that's cool, but I just wanted you to know that just because my hair looks like this doesn't mean I'm gay. Thanks for stereotyping. And she got really awkward and was like, "Oh, well, I just thought you might want to know. Bye." And I walked away. Fighting gender stereotypes and stuff everywhere. Anyway, shortly after that, one of my coworkers came up to me and was like, "Oh, by the way, I was talking to a customer yesterday, and they came up to talk to me, and they were like, 'That person over there, are they a man or a woman?'" And she just gets kind of sly and goes, "Well, what do you think?" And they say, "Well, I thought it was a woman, and now I think it's a man, but I just really don't know." Score! And then, and that's after I got my new man clothes. And then another coworker came up to me a couple hours later and was like, "By the way, I had a customer come up and talk about you, and they were just glowing, and they kept saying, 'He's amazing, he's so cool.'" And he said, "It's true." And he said that the way he gets around gender pronouns when talking about me to other people, like customers, is to just say Kai this, Kai that. Like, "Oh yeah, Kai's going to be working with you. He's amazing. Like, Kai's amazing, and you're going to love Kai, and Kai's really cool, and Kai. Because I'm apparently a party for trans, for like drag queens, but whatever. So again, I get gendered mail by customers who are talking to me directly more than half the time, which is super cool. And all my co-workers have been saying really cool things about my new clothes. And this really amazing thing happened today. So in order to get to coffee in the mall from where I work, there's an elevator. And so I took the elevator downstairs and I bought some coffee, and I got back in the elevator and I looked at my reflection in the doors on the inside, and I was smiling. And I scanned myself, and I had this really strange feeling. I've never had this feeling before, where I saw my own reflection and I recognized it. Where I looked at myself and I was smiling. And what I saw in the reflection made sense. It was like all these pieces of a puzzle that had been scattered around in my psyche and just weren't fitting anywhere suddenly all went snap, 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 snap. And it all just made sense. I was looking at myself, heavy set, and I was okay with that. And I was male. And my brain accepted it. It was amazing and powerful and metaphorical, and it all just worked. That has never happened. That has never happened where I've looked at my reflection and not felt fat and ugly and strange and like it didn't fit. And I know on the inside I feel thinner. But that may just mean I feel masculine and I can never see a reflection that looks masculine in the mirror. And this reflection did look masculine. I just looked like a heavyset dude. And I was okay with it. I was okay with being a big guy. Because I was a guy. And it blew my freaking mind. I just couldn't believe it. It was really overwhelmingly powerful and positive. Like right now I look really pensive because I can't explain what happened and I can't explain how it felt to look at my reflection and see myself in it. It was very weird. Mixed news. Alright, so my sister has pretty much not been here. She's been living out of the house since she was 16 years old. She's 32, so it's been 16 years. She lived in Boston for a majority of that time that she's been gone. Let me see. Like 11 years she lived in Boston. Well, she lived in DC and then she lived in Boston. And I saw her maybe 3 times in that time. Then she got a scholarship to study in Rome. So she was in Rome for 3 years. And she's been in South Africa since she graduated. So I've spoken to her maybe 3 times over Skype since then. And that's about it. So it's been a really long time since I've seen her. And I came out to her and she sort of had a sort of nervous breakdown. And she texted me, you know, using an app and was like, "So I hear you're trans." And I said, "That's true." And she goes, "Don't you feel you're going to regret it?" And I said, "No, it's been 10 years. This is it. This is serious." And she said, "Wow, that's a long time." And we haven't talked since. And that was months and months ago. She's coming to visit in July. And the same time she's visiting, my brother and his wife and their 2 kids who have not, she wasn't around for the wedding. She wasn't around for any of the births. So she's going to meet them, like the wife and the kids at the same time. And my aunt and uncle, who recently retired and recently moved to America, are also going to be here. So they can meet the wife and the kids, who they also haven't met. And to see my sister, whom they haven't seen in 16 years at least. So it's going to be like a big to-do. There's going to be a lot of people here who haven't seen each other, either at all or in a really long time. And my mother, we have dinners every Wednesday, or my father comes to visit. And because he doesn't live here for reasons. And my mother waited for everyone to get off the table to tell me, because she didn't know how to broach the subject, that if I was going to be here, they want me to grow out the sides of my head and the back of my head. Because they don't see, like I have a fat roll right here. See that? They don't like that. I think it's really ugly. I'm cool with it. I'm really comfortable, which is what's more important to me. And in fact, everyone loves my hair, except the people I'm immediately related to. So they want me to either grow out my hair and not do any trans stuff, because they don't know that my uncle and his family know, and they're okay with it. So not do any trans stuff, or live with a friend for 5 days until they're all gone. I told her, fine, I'll leave. I don't care. And then she said, you know, because she's always backpedaling, well, it's not like I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I was like, whatever, you're just owning me. This is nothing. And she said, it's not that I'm trying to hurt your feelings. It's very selfish. I don't want you being a weird trans person, scaring the kids, and then, you know, my son's wife doesn't want me to see the kids anymore. I don't want you to ruin my grandkids for me, okay? So go somewhere else. All right. Whatever. Fine. F you. So then today before dinner, she screams at me to come downstairs so she can talk to me before my siblings come home. And she tells me, you know, emotionally and psychologically. Emotionally and psychologically. Because those two are in the right place. Emotionally and psychologically. She doesn't talk like this, but whatever. She has a Spanish accent. Emotionally and psychologically, I've made peace with that. I've made peace with your decision. And, but the whole time she was calling me she and her and using my female nickname. So I've made peace with it, emotionally and psychologically. But, you know, your dad is really angry and he blames it all on me. So I'm getting it from both sides. Thanks. And also, he's really angry and he really thinks it's my fault. But I think maybe he's realizing that it's his fault because he fucked you over 10 years ago. And so he's feeling really shameful about it. And I can't help you. I don't have any money. And he's afraid that if you move out that you're going to do something weird. And so, but like, you should totally move out. And 'cause it's just painful seeing you every day. I just can't handle it. And so you got to go. What do you think I'm trying to do? I'm trying to get a job so I can get the hell out of Dodge and not be around you crazy fuckers. That's what I'm trying to do. And I can't. So you got to deal with that. Okay? Because I'm trying. And before I started like making plans to get a job and stuff and move out, she pulled me aside and said, by the way, if you're going to go, I can't help you because I have no money. And so I can't help you. And you really got to be careful because once you move out of here, you're never coming back. And it's really important that you like have enough money so that you go out there and you don't have to come back because you can support yourself. And we're not doing that thing that we did years ago where we like, you went to California and then we brought you back. Like, we're never doing that again. We're never going to save you. So you got to deal with yourself. And you have to have enough money that you consider your finances. That's really important because I can't help you. I have no money. Okay, so I'm doing what she said. I'm literally looking for a job so that I can get out of here and never come back. And then she tells me, you're taking too long, and it makes me really uncomfortable. Well, I'm listening to your advice. I'm, saving money so I can get out of here. So why are you being such a shit? And also, it's really, really inconsistent that you're saying I support your decision. Like, I have made peace with your decision, but you're still calling me her and using my female name. And she says, well, I don't support it. I've made peace with it, but I don't support it. So I'm never going to call you that. Oh, by the way. And then she goes off on another tangent. I didn't tell her that this has been in my brain since way before my dad fucked me up 10 years ago. I've had this in my brain literally forever. It's been 13 minutes. Sorry, guys. Listen to my life story. This is what my life is like. So then she says, oh, by the way, your brother and me and your cousin and my brother, your uncle, and like your brother's friend are all thinking of starting an IT company, and we're going to need a graphic designer, and you'd be perfect for that, and you should totally do it. And I had to stop her and be like, excuse me, no one you're talking about is okay with me being trans. And it's going to be an issue, and it won't happen if you guys are calling me female pronouns and using my female name. And she goes, but Kai's not your real name. It's not legal. And I said, well, neither is a name you're calling me to my face. That was just a nickname I had for 10 years, and you're perfectly happy doing that. So you're a hypocrite. And she's like, well, it doesn't matter. Like, who's going to care? It's all going to be telecommuting, and they're never going to see you. So it doesn't matter if you're trans. What does it matter what they think? Well, you care. And if you and my brother and whatever is unwilling to call me by my actual name and my actual gender and whatever, then it's obviously not going to work. So why are you even talking about this? Like, this is years from now, and they may never want to speak to me again, and so why even bring this up? Oh, and by the way, our family friend totally has a house that your brother used to live in that he wants to rent. And I said, yeah, but he has people lined up for that. And she says, no, they don't. They flaked. So you should totally get a roommate because it's only like $300 a month. And you should totally get a roommate and go and live out there. Oh, right, where you can find me and keep tabs on me and tell everybody I know that that's where I live and to avoid that area. Like, what do you want? Yeah, so today has been like, yay! At the same time. For the first time in my life, my work life is better than my personal life. And that's really creepy because going to work has been a joy and coming home has been a nightmare. So where it used to be that coming home was my escape from reality and all the awful things I had to deal with every day, yeah, work's like that now. And being here is like a nightmare. So, fun times. But, by the way, I said like way too many times. None of us are blondes from California. I don't know what's up with that. But, yes, that's what I'm dealing with. I did talk to my development leader at work, and he gave me even more good advice. So that's why I'm going to these stores tomorrow to see if maybe they'll pick me up out of the gutter. And he also told me that if I really want these jobs that I should just move and then they'll be forced to give it to me. That doesn't make sense. Anyway. So that's where I am right now. Emotionally in a better place, but like emotionally in a much better place. Like, I'm so happy I'm trans, and I'm so happy I went shopping, and I'm so happy I have masculine clothes, and I'm so happy that I can look at my reflection and see myself for the first time in 30 years. But my family is so full of shit. I was asleep yesterday. I had a migraine after work, so I was taking a nap, and my dad came up and started slapping my legs and telling me to come down to dinner because he hasn't seen me in 3 weeks. Yeah, you know, if you lived here, that might change. But you don't live here, so you can't say that. But at the same time, he's paying for my school, and I think he's afraid that I'm taking tea sort of undercover. So he wants to see me not changing, so that he doesn't feel like I'm cheating him out of his money or something. But the funny thing is, I'm not taking tea. And I was genuinely with a migraine yesterday. So I came downstairs with my hood over my eyes, and he freaked out. He was like, "Why are you wearing your hood? Do you always wear your hood at dinner?" I'm like, "I have a migraine and the light's bugging me. Why are you being a shit?" My family is full of scumbags. This is amazing. Anyway. So I'm happy and I'm miserable at the same time, which is weird. And it's also reversed, which is weird. And customers are totally gendering me correctly, even though I'm not taking tea, just because I look like a fat guy. And my voice is throaty enough that I get away with it. It's a weird life that I live. I'm hoping, I don't know what I'm hoping. I'm just hoping that this is over soon. Either I move to this place in Montgomery Village, because I can move tomorrow and still keep going to my job, or I move to Baltimore and just get out of here and get promoted over there. I don't know. But I'm really, really hoping that something happens and this nightmare is over. I know that, you know, my manager today said something very interesting. He says something about like, in spirit, it was sort of the, you know, in order for things to get better, they have to get worse. You have to make mistakes before you can correct them. And you have to, you know, and I said, you know, it's growing pains. You have to, every time everything changes, things get different, and that's hard, but then that's how things improve. And he said, yeah, pretty much. And I said, great. I just wish things would change already, because I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. And I just wished it was different. But I'm having a really good response at work, and customers are all gendering me mostly correctly, and when they gender me wrong, well, I'm in that grace period. It's okay. And I'll never see them again, so it doesn't matter. It's very strange. I'm very happy. I met this lesbian who is a principal who runs a school, and I met her daughter, and it's really funny because her name is Cynthia and her wife's name is also Cynthia, but their daughter is not named Cynthia. So it was really funny. But we started talking about being gay and all this other stuff, and it was very interesting and very cool. I don't know. I'm really enjoying my job right now. I'm really enjoying it. But I'm missing all the people who supported me who are now no longer there. And this video is 20 minutes long. I'm going to end this video now. But I'm okay. I'm still reaching for the stars. And hopefully tomorrow something amazing happens, and that will be great. Okay. Catch you guys in a few days. Also, I have my video coming up on Sunday. And it's going to be top surgery. And I'm going to be talking about 9,000 strong again, because I can't stop. So I'll see you guys then. You guys have a lovely couple days, and I'll see you on Sunday. Kai out.